Hello and welcome to News Now on TV360. I am Thelma Okoro. Nigeria President Muhammadu Buhari on Monday started a week-long official visit to Saudi Arabia and Qatar for talks with King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud and senior officials of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. High on the agenda of discussions between President Buhari and the Saudi monarch is the ongoing efforts by Nigeria and other members of the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries OPEC to achieve greater stability in the price of crude oil exports. The president will be accompanied by a high-powered federal government delegation, including the Minister of State for Petroleum and Group Managing Director of the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, Dr. Ibe Kachiko. The president's recent trip comes days after Nigeria's Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, defended the foreign trips. According to the minister, the president embarks on foreign trips to save the country from being a pariah state, as he uses such opportunities to address some of the major challenges facing the country, like its economy, climate change, insecurity, and corruption. Members of the Islamic movement in Nigeria have failed to appear before the Judicial Commission of Inquiry set up to probe the clash the group had with the Nigerian Army last year in Zaria. But the Nigerian Army was represented at the sitting by the General Officer commanding 1 Division, Major General Adeni Oyebade. At the commencement of the public sitting on Monday in the state capital, as early as 9 o'clock in the morning, the committee members were gathered and waited for about an hour without seeing members of the Islamic movement of Nigeria. The group did not send any representative or apologize for not being present at the sitting. The absence may not be unconnected with their demand for the release of their leader, Sheikh Ibrahim El-Zakzaki, who is currently in the custody of security operatives. Last year, the Nigerian Army and members of the Muslim Shiite sect clashed, leaving dozens of people dead. A federal high court in Abuja has suspended the trial of Charles Orka, the alleged mastermind of Abuja 2010 Independence Day bombing. Presiding Judge Justice Gabriel Kolawole suspended the trial on Monday pending Orka's recovery from surgery in a national hospital. Justice Kolawole said the suspension would help him recover and attend his trial. Last year, Orka, who is the former leader of the militant group Movement for the Emancipation of the Niger Delta Men, tried to commit suicide in court. He standing trial for the 2010 Nigerian Independence Day bomb attacks. He denied he was behind that bombing. Former Niger Delta militant government Ekpomopolo has filed a motion before the appeal court seeking to set aside the arrest warrant issued against him. A federal high court in Lagos on Friday agreed to a request by the EFCC to seize all but one of the assets belonging to the former Niger Delta militant. However, on Monday, Tom Polo, through his lawyer Tayo Oyetubo and Ebu Olu Adegboruwu, filed an appeal against the arrest warrant. He is also seeking that the charges against him be transferred to a different judge. The Supreme Court has given reasons why it upheld the election of Darius Ishaku as the duly elected governor of Taraba State. In its declaration issued on Monday, the Supreme Court said the All Progressives Congress and its governorship candidate in Taraba State, Aisha Al-Hassan, had no reason to challenge the nomination of Governor Ishaku by his party since she did not participate in the said primaries. Justice Bode Rhodes Vivo, who read the details of the judgment, said the appeals and cross-appeals had no redeemable substance. The court had dismissed the petition of Al-Hassan of the All Progressives Congress on February 11, 2016. Following the free fall of the naira to the dollar at the parallel market, President Muhammadu Buhari has again ruled out the possibility of his government devaluing the Nigerian currency. The acute scarcity of the United States dollar previously made the naira trade at 400 to $1 at the parallel market. The president said this while speaking in Egypt over the weekend. He said for Nigeria being a mono-economy dependent on oil and with a teeming unemployed youth population, the way out of the current slump in the global oil market is to focus on agriculture and solid minerals development. Reiterating his opposition on the devaluing of the naira, President Buhari said Nigeria cannot compete with developed countries which produce to compete among themselves and can afford to devalue their own local currencies. Now, not everyone is too pleased with President Buhari's stance on devaluing the Nigerian currency. Ekiti State Governor Ayodele Fayose has called for the devaluation of the nation's currency. He said, with the gap between the official rate of $1.99 and open market rate of over $400 to $1, Nigeria's naira had already been devalued. Governor Fayose said the situation was shortchanging Nigerians, especially states and local councils in the country with the current forex policy. A statement issued by the governor's spokesperson, Lere Olayinka, in Ado-Ekiti said Nigerians are being duped and middle-class Nigerians, the main people that grow the country's economy, are being decimated. The governor also slammed the president's multiple foreign trips. Lagos State government has expressed readiness to partner Austria in areas of mutual interest in order to create investment opportunities, jobs, and reduce unemployment. The State Commissioner for Economic Planning and Budget, Akinyemi Ashade, made this disclosure recently at a meeting with the visiting Austrian Vice Minister for Foreign Economic Policy and European Integration, Benedikt Gerlinger, at the Secretariat in Alausa. He emphasized that the present administration was eager to take advantage of technology by using Austria's vocational studies model to reduce unemployment in Lagos State. The Socioeconomic Rights and Accountability Project, SERAP, has sent a petition to the United Nations urging the body to intervene in the bribery case involving senior lawyer Ricky Tafa. SERAP sent the petition to Monica Pinto, a UN special official on the independence of judges and lawyers, requesting her to, quote, use her good office and position to urgently prevail on the National Judicial Council to suspend the judge involved in the alleged receipt of $225,000 bribe. Tafa, a senior lawyer accused by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission of bribing a judge, has denied the allegations. Tafa told the Federal High Court in Lagos that the $225,000 naira he paid to Justice Mohammed Yunusa was to cover part of the funeral of the judge's father-in-law. The group also asked Pinto to prevail on the Nigerian Bar Association to ask the legal practitioners to suspend Tafa pending the completion of any investigation. Hours after the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) declared PDP's David Mark winner of the Benue South senatorial rerun, the candidate of the All Progressives Congress says he will approach the tribunal to challenge the outcome of that election. Daniel Oje on Sunday said he would seek the nullification of the victory of Senator Mark on the grounds of overvoting and ballot box stuffing. Senator Mark gathered a total of 84,192 votes to beat OJ of the APC with 71,621 votes. Senator Mark has been in the Nigerian Senate since 1999. The APC candidate is also raising issues over the 21,000 votes that were cancelled in the state. A group of concerned PDP stakeholders and leaders have called on the new national chairman of the party, Ali Modu Sheriff, to resign from his position. The group, under the aegis of PDP Rescue Group led by Wilberforce Juta, who also contested for the PDP chairmanship, made the call during a news conference on Sunday in Abuja. Juta said that the party leaders were upset about Modu Sheriff's appointment as PDP national chairman. He said most PDP members did not see in Sheriff a model of impeccable integrity that the party badly needed to lead it at this critical moment. Sheriff has been a controversial figure amid allegations he funded and sponsored the Boko Haram sect, an allegation he has since denied. We'll take a short break now. When we come back, we'll look at business and international stories. Stay tuned.
Hello, you're welcome. You're watching the Funny White Man Show, which is the biggest, the brightest, and the most entertaining show in Africa.
Funny white man, but this way you talk, it's too much. Give me 5,000 man, that's you. It's too much. So you get it like, make you move along the street. Ah, yeah, me should like there, I'm going girl. You know, my own people, actually. Yeah, fine, it's fun. I enjoy it. And I'm one of those very few, I'm forever taking it personal. I will listen 160 million Nigerians are corrupt. How?
My brother, I'm looking for you.
Yeah, but it's a growth, and this is the time to build business and know the pitfalls and know what to do and what not to do. But there are months where you get business and months.
You know how we do, how we train them. We do the way you do.
Hello, you're welcome. You're watching Trending Matters on the Funny White Man Show. Of course, we will bring you trending issues just to entertain and tickle your fancy.
Welcome back. Nigeria's Naira firmed sharply to 375 on the parallel market on Monday after importers started to reduce demand for the US dollars. This follows the president's stand over devaluing the currency, hit hard by the fall in global oil prices. The official interbank rate remained at 1.99 to the dollar at the close of trading on Monday. CBN has resisted the depreciation by imposing hard currency curbs. It banned dollar sales to retail currency outlets last month, sending the Naira to record lows on the parallel market. Following queues in some fuel stations in Lagos and Abuja, the management of the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation (NNPC) has asked Nigerians to stop panic buying as there is enough petroleum supply to serve the whole country. The state oil company also dismissed reports of a looming fuel scarcity. NNPC cautioned the public against any form of hoarding. To ensure efficient distribution of petroleum products, the NNPC has commenced plans to build 109 new mega stations across Nigeria. Oil prices rose on Monday as a fall in U.S. oil drilling rig numbers lifted the prospect of lower crude production. U.S. crude futures rose above $30 a barrel, gaining 95 cents, while Brent was up 89 cents at $33.90 a barrel. Oil prices had risen by more than 14% earlier in the week on Saudi Arabia and Russia's agreement to freeze output at January levels. Iraq's oil minister Adel Abdul Mahdi said talks would continue between OPEC and non-OPEC members to find ways to restore normal oil prices after a meeting in Tehran on Wednesday this week. 3 people were killed in gun and grenade attacks in Burundi, officials said on Monday, just hours before the arrival of UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon, who is trying to end the bloodshed over President Pierre Nkurunziza's disputed re-election. The United Nations is undergoing pressure to show it can halt the violence 2 decades after the 1994 genocide of ethnic Tutsis and moderate Hutus by the Hutu majority in neighboring Rwanda, which has a similar ethnic makeup to Burundi. More than 400 people have been killed since April, when Nkurunziza said he would run for a 3rd term, a move opponents dismissed as unconstitutional and sought to prevent by staging street protests. In May, a group of soldiers tried to depose Nkurunziza in a failed coup. Ban is due to meet Nkurunziza on Tuesday after arriving late in Burundi on Monday. The Islamic State group says it carried out bomb attacks in the Syrian capital Damascus and the city of Homs, which left at least 140 people dead. 4 blasts in the southern Damascus suburb of Saida Zainab killed at least 83 people, this is according to state media. Earlier in Homs, 57 people, mainly civilians, were killed in a double-car bombing, a monitoring group reports. Both of Sunday's attacks targeted areas dominated by Islamic minorities reviled by the Sunni Muslim radicals of ISIS. The blast came as President Bashar al-Assad told reporters Syrian refugees could now start returning home. Assad had long been accused of persecuting his own people. More than 250,000 Syrians have been killed in the present conflict. Some 11 million others have been forced to flee their homes, of whom 4 million have fled abroad, including growing numbers who are making the dangerous journey to Europe. Super Eagles coach Sunday Olise has insisted that he remains optimistic about his side's chances of defeating the Pharaohs of Egypt in their African Cup of Nations qualifiers against Egypt. The Eagles, who are currently second in their AFCON 2017 qualifying group, face a crucial 2-leg tie against Egypt in March this year. The first leg will be played in Kano on March 25th, with the second leg in Egypt 3 days later. Olise is currently facing severe criticism for his team's dismal performance at the African Nations Championship in Rwanda and his YouTube outbursts, and he has assured that the Eagles will fly victoriously at the game. FIFA's Ethics Committee has banned its former executive committee, Waruwi Makudi, for an additional 3 months after he failed to comply with an original 90-day suspension. Makudi was originally banned along for his conduct during the controversial 2018 and 2022 World Cup bidding contest and was expected to desist from participating in any football-related activities. However, the Thai has refused to keep the terms of his ban and has now been extended by the Ethics Committee. He has also been fined 3,000 Swiss francs and issued a warning. Now that's all we have on News Now. Thank you very much for watching. I am Thelma Okoro.